aqui. Test, test, test. Tenta no canal 3. Test, 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 test. Hello. Perfect. Hello, good evening. Welcome to our Red Tire practice. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Before we start, I'd like to, if you've not seen the documentary called Tuku, it's a very nice documentary about reincarnated lamas in the West. I heard about it a long time ago, but somehow I never ended up watching it. And it's very interesting because a part of it is involves Chagdud Rinpoche and reincarnated lama that he recognized named Wyatt, who we spent a lot of time with when we were at Riggs and Ling, and participated in his enthronement and watched him grow up. So that part of the documentary is very interesting, as well as the part about Chögyam Trungpa's sons. So it's a little controversial because I think that naming tokus in the West has had mixed results. So, and it talks realistically about some of the challenges that face Buddhism in the West, and also some of the challenges that face Buddhism in the East as well. One of the tokus comments that the monasteries are also full of confused beings. There are some lamas and abbots and rinpoches that are enlightened, but most of the monks and presumably the nuns are also practicing, working on getting to the awakened state. So they also still have their samsara problems and tendencies and confusions and envy and anger and competition. So that exists in the monastic system. One time, Rinpoche gave a teaching on the difference of white samsara and black samsara. And he said that black samsara is the ordinary samsara that we all know on a day-to-day basis. The rat race, cyclic existence. White samsara is the samsara, for example, in the monastery or at the Gonpa or at the ashram, where you still have a lot of confused beings, but they're all trying to get out of confusion. They're all working to get out of confusion. So a lot of times people will come to a Gonpa or a monastery and they sort of expect everybody to be perfect already. But that's not the case. In fact, a lot of people that end up at a monastery or at a Gonpa, from my experience, or at an ashram, are people that are very troubled, and they've not been able to get along in the world because they have intense emotional problems, intense mental issues, and they find themselves searching for an answer because they just can't get along in the world. And that's not a bad thing. And a lot of them do find the answer. And I actually consider myself in that category. I was having intense panic attacks, and nothing mattered when you're in the throes of intense panic attacks. And I thought, before I do anything with this life, I need to get my panic attacks taken care of. And in a very simple way, without a very pure motivation, that's what led me to meditation practice and the Dharma. So that's white samsara. But the big difference is that the people on the spiritual path or in the monastery or at the ashram or the Gonpa, they're trying to get out of it. They're working to get out of it. And their goal is to be free. So they're little bodhisattvas in training. And that makes a huge difference. So just an observation, if you decide you're going to watch the documentary, Toku. So let's go to our Tara practice. starting with the 7-line prayer. Orjin Yujin Nujan San Pema Gesar Dompola Yatsin Chogi Ngodrune Pema Jumne Jesodra Kordu Gadro Mampeko Chichi Jesoda Drochi Jinji Laji Jeso So Guru Pema Siddhi Om Orjin Yujin Nujan San Pema Gesar Dompola Yatsin Jogi Ngodrune Pema Jumne Jesudra Gordo Gadro Mampeko Chechi Jeso Dadru Chi Jinji Lapchi Jeso So Guru Pema Siddhi Om Orjin Yujin Nujan San Pema Gesar Dompola Yatsin Jogi Ngodrune Pema Jumne Jesodra Gordo Gadro Mampeko Chechi Jeso Dadru Chi Jinji Lapchi Jeso So Guru Pema Siddhi Om. In the space in front of me, the mother of all the victorious ones, Tara, actually appears, and to her I pray. Now, as I and countless others are lost in the ocean of samsaric suffering, I seek Buddhahood to gain temporary and ultimate happiness for myself and all living beings. For this reason, I take refuge in Aryatara, embodiment of pure awareness, inseparable from all perfect qualities of Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, Lama, Yidam, and Dakini. Now, as I and countless others are lost in the ocean of samsaric suffering, I seek Buddhahood to gain temporary and ultimate happiness for myself and all living beings. For this reason, I take refuge in Aryatara, embodiment of pure awareness, inseparable from all perfect qualities of Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, Lama, Yidam, and Dakini. Now, as I and countless others are lost in the ocean of samsaric suffering, I seek Buddhahood to gain temporary and ultimate happiness for myself and all living beings. For this reason, I take refuge in Aryatara, embodiment of pure awareness, inseparable from all perfect qualities of Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, Lama, Yidam, and Dakini. From the depths of my heart I pray, evoking from Tara's forehead, throat, and heart a brilliant surge of rainbow light. As the light rays touch me and all other beings, the poisonous fruits of negative karma, sickness, demonic afflictions, and obstacles evaporate like dew in the morning sun. Merit, wisdom, glory, wealth, and longevity increase beyond measure. Illustrious Tara, please be aware of me, remove my obstacles, and quickly grant my excellent aspirations. Jetsa Bama Roma Checheno Gache Gunsel Sandan Yudruzo. 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 Chetan Bhagma Roma Checheno Gache Gunzel Zandan 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 Yudruzo. Roma Checheno Gache Yudruzo. Chetan Bhagma Roma Checheno Gache Gunzel Zandan Yudruzo. Chetsamba Madroma Checheno Gache Gunsa Sandan Yudruzo Chetsamba Madroma Checheno Gache Gunsa Sandan Yudruzo Chetsamba Madroma Checheno Gache Gunsa Sandan Yudruzo Om Dari Tam Soha Om Dari Tam Soha Om Tare Tam Soha Om Tare Tam Soha Om Dari Tam Soha Om Dari Tam Soha Om Tare Tam Soha Om Tare Tam Soha Om Dari Tam Soha Om Dari Tam Soha Om Tare Tam Soha Om Tare Tam Soha Om Dari Tam Soha Om Dari Tam Soha Om Tare Tam Soha Om Tare Tam Soha Om Dari Tam Soha Om Dari Tam Soha Om Tare Tam Soha Om Tare Tam Soha Om Ahum. The 3,000-fold universe, Mount Meru, the four continents, the minor continents, and the splendor and glory of gods, nagas, and humans, together with their roots of virtue, are emanated as vast and extensive clouds of perfectly pure offerings. I offer them to Tara, Mother of the Victorious Ones. Tram Guru Ratna Mandala Idam Yami. By the power of having prayed thus from the heart, may the enlightened mind be mastered, and appearances perceived purely as the deity's body. May the meaning of the developing and completion stages be naturally internalized. May conditions inauspicious to the perfect path be pacified, and all conceivable auspicious conditions and aspirations be fulfilled. May the stains and obscurations of non-virtue be cleansed, and harm from other beings and bad dreams be averted. Grant the blessing of protection from the fear of lower existences. May rebirth not occur in the 8 states devoid of leisure to practice. May all lifetimes be remembered and faculties be clear. May discipline be pure and the mind attend to Dharma. From the ripening of karma caused by delusion, grant the blessing that shields, protects, and conceals. May the malignancy of enemies, demons, and ghostly interferences, the harmful effects of untimely death, epidemics, and illnesses caused by poisons, all be pacified and purified. And may the wisdom and activities of Tara be revealed. Om Ahum. In the pure realm of the victorious ones, the spontaneous presence of the three Kayas, is she who gives birth to victorious ones of the 3 times, a cloud of inexhaustible bliss of the 3 secrets. I bow to you, O sublime guide of the 3 realms of existence. From now until I reach enlightenment, I will rely on you as my sole source of refuge and protection. In accordance with your former aspirations and commitments, do not waver in your compassion. Fully bestow on me your powers, blessings, and cities. Whosoever sees me, hears me, touches me, or remembers me, by these 4 means of liberation and by the most sublime city, may I be capable of freeing all those connected to me, and may my attainment become equal to yours. Without relying on the power of magnetizing, how could one gain the necessary qualities to care for others? May I influence all those to be tamed, positive and negative without exception, by inspiring in them the 4 kinds of devotion. Furthermore, upon mastering positive qualities within a state of liberation, may all beings quickly attain the actual form of the victorious ones, resplendent with the major and minor marks of perfection. Until such time, may we be free from the 8 great fears and from malevolent influences. May such favorable qualities as longevity, glory, and excellence flourish. May the yogas of the 2 stages be mastered, and may we be free from obstacles. In all countries, may disease, war, and famine be pacified. May all beings have bliss, happiness, and engage in the Dharma. May the Buddhist teachings be propagated, and may all beings come under the guidance of Tara, Mother of the Victorious Ones. In all countries, may disease, war, and famine be pacified. May all beings have bliss, happiness, and engage in the Dharma. May the Buddha's teachings be propagated, and may all beings come under the guidance of Tara, Mother of the Victorious Ones. In all countries, may disease, war, and famine be pacified. May all beings have bliss, happiness, and engage in the Dharma. May the Buddha's teachings be propagated, and may all beings come under the guidance of Tara, Mother of the Victorious Ones. Attachment to ordinary appearance and clinging to my corporeal form subside. From the space of emptiness, my mind's natural awareness spontaneously appears as the brilliant red seed syllable Tam. Instantly, Tam transforms into the luminous form of the noble Tara. She is smiling and exceedingly beautiful. Her right hand is in a gesture of supreme generosity and holds a long life face. Her left hand is in the gesture of the three jewels and holds a red upala flower by the stem. Within the petals of the flower are a fully drawn bow and arrow made of delicate flowers. Her garments are made of exquisite silk and draped perfectly in graceful folds. She wears wish-fulfilling jewels and splendid ornaments, as well as a garland of lotus flowers. Half of her hair is in a knot at the crown of her head, half flows down her back. She sits in the posture of royal ease on a sun disk resting on a red lotus. A full moon appears behind her. The Buddha Amitabha sits on a lotus above her head. She is ruby red. Her glorious rainbow light, radiance, fills an infinite sphere. On a red lotus and sun disk in her heart, the seed syllable Tam is encircled by the mantra mala. As the mantra is recited, the mantra mala begins to revolve. Radiating light from the mala forms an offering to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions. Returned as wisdom blessings, the light is reabsorbed. Then light radiates again to the beings of the 6 realms, dissolving all suffering and transforming everything into the pure phenomena of Tara's Pure Land. Om Tirtha Soha.